time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey. We about to go.
Niggas are crazy, bro. Like people doing the antics too much. Man.
That's basically what Cuz saying. Oh, you saying like people like that? I'm confused.
Well, he's saying, I mean, that's what she posted. Stop trying to explain Kendrick Lamar music to people. Harriet Tubman would have shot.
Yeah, basically to the house niggas.
She would have shot a lot of niggas.
She would have shot niggas that had a problem with what he was doing.
Nah.
Yes.
She wouldn't have shot nobody because she was running away. She wasn't in a position to shoot nobody. If we keeping it 100. But
Harriet got some bodies under her belt. Y'all got.
You think so?
Yeah, y'all got to stop tripping. Harriet was chipping shit. You think she was just going down that
you think she was just
railroad?
walking people out?
Right.
I don't think she was just walking people out, but
they was trooping.
It was for sure a team of people.
She was a for sure trooper. She went back more than once.
Hey, look, before we start, let me shout out the whole viral gang out there. Y'all doing y'all thing. The movement is definitely moving. If you're not a member, hit the subscribe button, become an official member of the viral gang, man. Shout out all the Viral Way members. Leave a like, leave a comment. Y'all already know the deal. I'm not going to keep running down the spiel, but shout out to y'all. Y'all got us looking lovely out there. You feel me? They saying that we the best podcast on the West. How y'all feel about that? I'm seeing that more and more. I mean, we already knew that.
Yeah.
We already claimed that, but the people is starting to become believers of that. And pretty soon, it's going to go from best on the West to best in the world.
It feels good. It's like, it just shows a testament to what following the script is, you know? Like, you keep doing it regardless of what other people was doing, and eventually people going to catch on. That's what's going on right now. Nah,
definitely. Having an impact is partly why you do what you do. So a lot of those, it's good to be appreciated, but we just keep focused, keep doing what we do. It still is. I look at it as us versus us at the end of the day, and we're going to get to where we need to get to.
Bro, less travel. Check the difference it make. We kept telling y'all from day one. So as long as you stick to your script and be yourself, the world going to recognize you when it's time. So right now, shit, it's time.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, we really putting in the work. We continue to do it, and we just getting what we deserve.
No, facts. And I gave a bunch of takes solo because y'all couldn't make it to the studio the other day, but the fans still want to know. The supporters, the Viral Way members want to know y'all takes on it. What do y'all feel about this Drake album? Is it hot? Is it a flop? A lot of people are saying, oh, just look at the numbers because, you know, the majors ain't really backing it. And supposedly it's still doing a lot of numbers. I really don't care about numbers in this day and age because we know how streams are. They can be bought, they can be purchased, they can be manipulated. So I don't too much pay attention to that. I'm looking at the impact of the album. To me, it's not giving Drake Party Next Door impact. What y'all think?
I just talked about this. Like, Drake has never gave me nothing to where. Well, that's just me because I'm a music connoisseur. So he never gave me nothing that I had to really think about something. And I'm the opposite of Kendrick. I don't like Drake with the melodies. I like Drake when he rapping. Like, I don't want to hear Cuz singing all day. Like, that shit garbage. I barely was getting through not even half the album. I'm playing it in the car. I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, this shit is not for me. I never been that too much on that Drake. Even when his albums, I always didn't like when he sung too much. I like Drake when he rapped. Now, he don't have to rap gangster all the time, but I just don't like when he does that.
Give us some bars. Like, give us some bars, pretty much.
Yeah, just rap. He's know how to rise the beat. His cadence is always on point. He knows how to make good music. So I'm not taking that from him. I just don't like to hear the nigga singing all day. His music is for bitches. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, he's singing for women, and that's majority of it. He probably got a couple I think I heard like 2 or 3 songs that I did like that was decent. Like, oh, this might a bang in the club, but he's a party music nigga. If you like to party all the time, you gonna love Cuz shit.
It just started to sound the same to me. From Scorpion to now, and especially Cry, what's it called? CLB, Cry Lover Boy, whatever that shit is.
See, come on. I ain't never even heard that.
It's starting to all like just sound the same. The production is good. The beats, the samples, of course, he has that part down. But like you said, I didn't really want to hear the singing. And even the singing he's doing compared to Take Care and Nothing Was the Same and the older albums, it's not even as good to me as it was then. So, and in the whole Party Next Door collaboration thing, I feel like he took away from Party Next Door, me personally, and I think he always takes away from the people he collabs with for the most part, unless you were 21 Savage or you were Future. Like, he just had Party Next Door barely doing anything on the album. Like,
I think he should have let Party do most of the singing.
And he did the rapping.
Yeah, that would have made a joint album way better.
You look at the numbers, it's like people probably only going to stream it to say he got a better album than Kendrick. That's the whole thing that's going on right now anyway. So I think there's so many people that are just hell bent on saying he's better than Kendrick. They gonna go and tune into the album and say it's good, even if they don't really feel that way, because they wanted him to get his dub some way, somehow. But it ain't that good.
But what I do look at it too in another sense, that I feel like he took that Not Like Us and he took it to heart.
For sure.
He damn near did everything that Kendrick told him to do. Like if somebody gave you some criticism and you didn't want to hear it, but you really went and took it, the nigga cut the hair off, stopped with all that shit, went back to the melodies. He didn't got off the tough shit. Now he's back to trying to get back in that bag. So I think Kendrick might have helped him out.
It's just like you 50 talking about, or however old you was talking about niggas, you still talking about a girl, heartbroken, all this other shit. It's like, we don't really want to hear that.
I didn't hear him use the N-word either, so that's a good point. I didn't hear him use the N-word. He cut the braids. He started singing for the bitches. So it does look like he's taking orders from Kendrick. There was a couple songs I liked. I said, Give Me a Hug was cool. Small Town Fame, that's a banger. I fuck with Small Town Fame. But other than that, I mean, wasn't it. Meet the Padres was trash. He tried to do the Mexican thing, and it sounded horrible. And like y'all just pointed out, if he would have let Party Next Door sing, he rap, it would have been like some what's the Jay-Z and R. Kelly joint album they had?
I don't even know. That's crazy.
You Too Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the name of it.
Damn, okay. Yeah. The one where they had the party on Epstein Island. They had the collab album. He should have took that route, but I don't know, man. I told y'all I don't see him coming back. I think he really has to sit back and find himself. He does not have an identity.
But to the world eyes, they're saying he's number one right now.
People
according to streams.
Fans, listen. You don't have to take a side. You can enjoy the music from either artist. You do not have to pick a side. Why are y'all acting like y'all know these niggas? They don't know y'all. None of these niggas know y'all. You don't have to pick a side. If Kendrick drops some hot shit and you a Drake fan, it's okay to be like, damn, Kendrick snapped. If Drake drops some hot shit and you a Kendrick fan, it's okay to be like, damn, Drake snapped. He might be back. You don't got to pick a side because you don't know these niggas. You're not OVO and you ain't TDE. And he ain't even TDE no more. So I don't even know what Kendrick is. He like his own
PG
entity.
Lane, yeah.
PG Lane. You're not a down with
Kendrick is
that,
the brand.
Yeah.
Right, he's the brand, but you don't have to pick a side. You niggas is weirdos. Y'all on Twitter, oh, I'm OVO, and acting like everything is just trash that come from Kendrick. And then the Kendrick fans acting like everything is trash that come from Drake, even though everything that's came from Drake lately has been trash. But give credit where credit is due. Tip your hat when something's hot. You're supposed to be a supporter of the art form. Y'all niggas is becoming stands of the individual. That's some weirdo shit. Because a lot of y'all is older than these niggas.
It's crazy.
Crazy work, nigga.
Nah,
Enjoy the music, weirdo.
I think Drake, he's cooked, he's done. And he's having a hard time understanding that. In my opinion, I think the people around him, he probably has a lot of yes men. And I think you just come to a point as an artist where there's a glass ceiling. Like, you can only go so high, you can only do so much. I think he's done everything he can do at this point in his career, to where he doing the Spanish shit, he doing collaborations with people that we were supposed to get a P&D collaboration 10 years ago.
You know what could bring him back?
I don't believe he's cooked. He's not cooked in a sense. I don't think he will ever be viewed the same, but I think he's still in that space where he's allowed to, he can still make mistakes. He can still you lost a rap battle. That was it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you lose. It's like Patrick Mahomes just losing the Super Bowl. They bashing him right now, but he still got chips. You still got rings. It's like, so in a sense, he just has to bounce back. But I just think he needs to, I don't know what's going on with him. Why are you not in the studio with Wayne? Why are y'all not making music, even though Wayne has a new album coming soon? I don't understand. You're not doing none of your Young Money shit. You're not you're not rocking with the people that kept you afloat.
But
Because Nicki, Drake, and Wayne and stuff like that, they was like the three-head monster for a minute. They was keeping in the top of the game.
He fucked Wayne's girl. We got to keep remembering
I
that.
know.
That's
I
why
know
they're
that.
not in the studio.
I
I keep saying Wayne's not gonna verbally
But
say it.
they've been in the studio after that occasion happened.
Yeah, but what have they put out like bangers since then?
Nah, they have put out a lot of albums.
I think
Too
he's
much of nothing.
scared.
all that She Will and stuff, that was after that.
Wayne was trying to fill his Young Money obligations. Like, okay, you technically
Oh, you
still
get
my
my
artist,
money.
nigga.
Yeah.
Get my money.
I think he's just scared of the feedback he'll get from a real rap album at this point in time. Like, he got his ass whooped. Let's keep it 100, belt to ass. So I feel like he is afraid to go that route again because he doesn't want to deal with the criticism that may come. And that's why he's avoiding that genre or that type of rap completely, because he like, you know what? I don't feel secure in myself doing it because I think he's been paying attention too much to what people are saying. The beef is for sure gotten to him and seeped into him to the point where he probably don't even believe in himself as much. And that's why he went the route he went on this album.
You know what could bring him back? What I think could bring him back if he lock in the studio with Ye. I seen Ye trying to throw him a lifeboat low key.
He said, "Give me a hug" was good.
Ye said, "Give me a hug." Oh, he's
Yeah.
back. The boy is back. And I also seen
He said that or Young Thug?
No, I was about to say that. Young Thug said the boy is back. But Ye said he dropped a banger with "Give Me a Hug." So imagine he gets in the studio with an executive produced album by Kanye West with Young Thug on a feature. That possibly could get him back because you know Ye not gonna play. Ye not gonna let the nigga go in there and drop no trash.
Yeah, I just me
Y'all
personally,
don't think that'll work?
I just think he's.
I'm just saying he can come back. He just need to put out the different type of music. It's people already saying he's back. So
Nobody but the OV hoes is saying
I
that.
think he's.
The real
I think
fans
he's done.
ain't
I
saying
think
that
he's
shit.
exhausted, bro. He was on tour all over the world for a year, damn near 2 years. Like I think he's depleted all of his energy at this point, and that's why we got this Party Next Door mix, because he said, okay, it's easy to go for the bitches, give them the songs or whatever, but they not even fucking with it to the point that I think he thought it would be. So that's why he went there out. I think he's depleted of his resources. He's exhausted, and he just needs to take a break from music to me for a little while.
You don't take a break. You go harder, man. But I just think, even to go back to even worrying about criticism at this point, you've been criticized to the T to maybe one of the worst degrees. Now, at that point,
You got nothing to lose.
you should know. Yeah, exactly. You should have thick skin. You should be tough as tough as whatever. Now, and then you rich in real life. Like, your real life is lit. If you letting this music shit fuck with you to that extent, it's crazy work.
And I get what you're saying, but we also have to think about like the ego, right? And the bravado that comes of it. I mean, you got the money, so at this point, I don't think the money is the problem. It's like, what do my peers think of me? I think that becomes more important to certain people at a point in time. Their reputation becomes more important than, I got $1 million. I don't give a fuck. I'm up. It's like niggas looking at me like I'm not top notch no more.
Yeah, I think the money don't matter no more.
What I'm saying is the ego being bruised, it shouldn't be bruised at this point.
But see, we looking at it.
Your real life is successful. You still can go sell out arenas. He's still selling out shows. And then, nigga, you own air. You got your own fucking airplane. You talking about Eagles? What opinion did anybody other's opinion should matter to your ego?
But that's what they live off of.
He's
though.
been rich for so long. Him being rich is just normal now. It's not really nothing else he can buy that he hasn't bought. So he's waking up every day with a jet. Nigga, he had a jet for how long? He had this house for how long? He had money for how long? The shit becomes normal after a while. That's why they tell you money isn't everything. You also need a purpose because you can still feel depleted and empty inside with the money.
He's been fulfilling his purpose.
His fulfillment has been music. And now that the game is turned on him, there's a void there. So now the money don't matter. The ego is hurt. The niggas used to being the number one bully on the block, the number one artist in the world.
He's number one
now.
right
He's
now.
not. He's not. Not in the eyes of the culture. Maybe
If
the numbers.
If we did the
not
numbers,
the eyes.
how is that not the eyes if the number says he's number one?
No, that nigga, them numbers could be manipulated. If you go talk to the fans, the actual people, nobody's saying he's number one.
Nobody.
Nobody that's respected is calling them number
all
one.
his Drake fans. You just said Thug came out and
Yeah,
said
I think
he back.
people are saying it, but again, it's not enough. Like, he's at a point where I think his mind is just warped with the beef, and that's it. That reaction, the reactions he sees, he's only paying attention to the negative to me at this point, and that's why he is doing the things he's doing. He's trying to get people to stop focusing on it, but it's not gonna happen.
The only way he fucked is if a lot of that shit that Kendrick was saying was true, and you never was. You was fake from the jump. That's the only way you can't live with yourself at that point after that beef. You was a bullshit nigga, and it got exposed, and now you sick with yourself. You
Maybe
don't like
that's
the
what we
man.
seeing,
You
though.
don't like the man in the mirror. It's beyond that. And like I was telling bro the other day, I seen a picture of the nigga. Like niggas be going crazy about Cub being black, but you'll never see a real black nigga doing blackface. So all this shit that they go about with him, it's like, what is his identity? Was you trying to appease the white people when you did that? What was the point of even doing that? I kept looking crazy. I couldn't believe that shit.
That's what I kept telling niggas, bro.
No,
that's that picture they sent to Jim Jones. Like, hey, you want to sign, cuz?
Hell no.
Exactly.
This white boy.
Jim like, nigga, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this? Nigga, hell no, yeah, I blew it, nigga. You got me fucked up. Come on,
I don't know, man. I
cuz.
just think he's, like I said, he's exhausted. It's a lot. You got to think about it. He probably type his name up. These artists, they view all that shit. They see everything. They hear everything. They know the word on the street. So,
But most of that is only gonna affect you if it's really true. So if you let this PDF stuff, yeah, because you're not even coming out and saying nothing and defending it. Like,
I mean, he on his heart part version, he said, "Come on now, I knew y'all was gonna take that angle." Like, but again,
you didn't know shit, nigga. You did not know Cub was
I'm
dropping
telling
a
you,
bomb
I don't
like
think
that.
the truth matters at this point. We've gotten to a point where whatever the public opinion is the truth. So if 1 million people are saying Drake is trash, and then 500,000 are saying he's not, he's paying attention to the 1 million because that's the way social media has geared it.
I agree.
For you to pay attention more to the negative than the positive.
That's the human mind, period, though.
Perception can be reality, but what I'm saying is if you know yourself and who you are, you defining yourself every day, a lot of those things won't affect you as much. It might in the public eye, but your everyday life to where you can't function is crazy.
I don't think he knows himself at this point. Like when you look at the
Exactly.
drastic jump from Take Care to Nothing Was the Same, then to If You're Reading This It's Too Late, when he started doing I'm a Legend and kind of rapping like he was from somewhere or he could get niggas touched, he started to change. And I think he's lost himself along the way where he's like, damn, I don't even know myself at this
That was
point.
the whole thing Kendrick pointed out, is your identity was whoever you got next to.
Right.
And now that's been peeled back, is nobody to get next to, there's no identity.
He
which is
jumped
why
on, yeah.
this album has no feel to it. It doesn't feel like anything. We don't relate to the Canadian culture, nigga. We're not from the 6. You made that shit up, nigga, to make it sound
Made
like
up a whole
you
gang.
came from a hood. Oh, the 6. No, nigga, the 6 is the 6 O's in LA, nigga. That's the 6. We don't know what that 6 is. So yeah, that's out. He gotta chill, bro. He gotta chill.
I get album a 6 out of 10.
I get that shit maybe like a 3.5, cause I literally couldn't listen. Like I said, those songs that I named, that was it. Anything other than that, I had to turn it off. Nigga, my girl told me to turn the shit off. So
That's terrible.
when the girl tell you turn Drake off, it's bad, bro.
Yeah, that's ugly.
It's bad. And this is just an example of someone who has never taken a loss. Think about his whole life. Where has Drake taken a loss? Nigga, you grew up on Nickelodeon. You grew up well off, having bar mitzvahs, and you got ushered into the game. Soon as you got in the game, was instant success. Like, there's really been no struggle story.
Cuz say he used to have to steal the bins and all
I don't
that.
give a
What was
fuck.
that?
Take the after.
Well, that I'm starting from the bottom.
Even with that, though,
That's
it's
his
about,
struggle.
He said, I was trying to get it on my own.
Even
You had
with
to
that-
steal a car, nigga. We
Look
was
at that,
taking
my
buses.
ass, I know.
We was taking
No, I'm
trains.
just talking
Nigga, we was
shit,
on the
yeah.
bikes, nigga. One on the peg, one on the handlebars, trooping. Nigga, on the bike with no seat. Nigga, you ever had a bike with no seat? You
think-
had to stand up all day? Come from that.
I think even minus the like that, because you could take a bunch of W's, but I think it's the fact that he became too arrogant. Like you have to be able to stay in that moment and realize, okay, this shit might not last forever. I got to be able to bounce back. I could possibly take an L. You can't get to a point where you think I ain't never gonna lose, or I'm above all these niggas to the point where nobody will ever beat me. That's where I think the problem lies. Not necessarily that he never took a loss, because people take a loss. Floyd Mayweather never took a loss, but he
No, he
continued.
took a loss.
He lost
took a loss.
before.
The loss
the loss
changed
he
him.
took, he didn't take a loss after that.
So-
yeah.
The loss changed him. The loss molded him to never want to take a loss again. The nigga cried on camera when he took that loss. So this is that loss for Drake, but
Yeah.
he caught it late in the game after the 50-0. Floyd caught it before the 50-0, and that molded him to the 50-0. This nigga went 100-0 and then took a loss.
But imagine if Floyd Mayweather came out and was like, "Oh, I'm the best. Whoop de bam bam. Fuck these niggas. Whatever." He came out and was like, "You know what? I'm gonna work hard and then I'm gonna win every single fight." Drake's response is, that shit don't even really matter to me. He's still trying to put it off like it didn't affect him, like it didn't bother him, and like it's not shaping him to a certain degree. And I think that's where the arrogance comes in, where it's like you have to be able to take some of that ego and pride aside and be like, I took an L. This is where I am right now. What do I need to do to get back to where I want to be?
Well,
He's
he waved the white flag though.
Wayne tried to lace him a long time ago, and when he didn't listen to Wayne, then you started trying to outshine the master. All this is coming back in full circle for you.
Wayne did tell him, don't try to be street, just stick with the bitches. He tried to be street, and it went bad because you're not street. Whole point is right now, Drake is the guy who made millions in the stock market, and then when Wall Street crashed, he went and offed his family and jumped out the window. That's what it is. He's not used to a loss. A nigga who grew up like Kendrick, we grew up taking losses. When we finally got the win, it was a shock. So taking a loss is nothing. Nigga, my whole life been a loss in a sense, and I've turned every loss into a W. That's why taking losses early is important, because that's where you learn. You don't learn from the wins. You learn from them losses, nigga. Them wins, it's easy to feel higher than you are. You need the loss.
Because the loss is crucial.
But is it his fault he never lost until now?
We're not saying who fault it is. We just pointing out the fact of what we see, because he's going nuts. Nigga going crazy.
I think it's more arrogance. I really do. I think it's more the mindset, shaping your mindset to believe that you never could lose. That's why he started to slack off. Scorpion, Loverboy, all that other shit was like, yeah, here's some shit for y'all. I'm on top. I'm touring. Bitches is throwing bras. I don't really give a fuck about this rap shit. I'm bigger than rap. I'm bigger than Mike Jack.
Did he slack off, or did he get exposed about having writers, and then the writers not getting the credit, some writers not getting paid, and now he got to go in the lab on his own, and some of the shit he made on his own organically was trash?
I mean, it could have been that, but you look at the later collaborations, and he had people. He had Future. He had songs with people, but he just shifted away from what was really him after a while, and I think that's what affected him.
I mean, we'll see. You said you had another take on the 50 shit?
No, I can't even, because it ain't gonna make no sense now I think about it. But I was thinking about, I had seen, so 50 went out at Meech, how he did with Meech about fucking with Ross. And I'm thinking now at this point, it probably was intentional the whole time. He was just waiting for him to do what he did, because I seen 50 with, do Drake and Ross still get along?
Hell nah.
Oh yeah,
Ross put out a whole diss song. Nobody he didn't respond. Everybody ignored it. They called him white boy wearing Wranglers or some shit he said.
They got his ass whooped at that show.
Yeah, they got beat up in Canada. Hey, let me point this out though. Y'all bashed us so hard when we jumped out there and said, listen, these allegations on Jay, let's sit back and wait for the facts. Y'all are already deeming the man guilty and have seen no evidence. Zero evidence. And y'all said he was guilty. Y'all said, oh yeah, y'all must be traffickers like him. Y'all defending pedo abusers.
They'll say him and Diddy.
Yeah, right. Now that the charges have been dropped, why is the apologies not as loud as the accusations? Because all of y'all deemed him guilty. 99% of y'all said he was guilty. And now that it got dropped, y'all are quiet. No, damn, you know what? We were wrong. My bad, Jay, blase, blah. You know why? Because nobody gives a fuck about the truth, because the lie is always more entertaining. Y'all more entertained watching a nigga life go in turmoil, even if it's not true. Y'all just want to be entertained. Y'all don't, like, this is why I don't give a fuck about a lot of y'all.
Unfortunately,
this is why Jay don't give a fuck about a lot of y'all. For that reason, because they know this.
Unfortunately, once you are assigned a narrative, that's what it is. It's going to be hard for you to get out of that narrative. Now, for the regular people that aren't extra biased or insane, we understand that, okay, he was found not guilty. That's what it is. But you got people even in the comments like, oh, he paid him off. Oh, he paid, he paid the lawyer off. He paid the dad off. Still saying that under the post that says he was found not guilty and the case was thrown away. So it's like people are only going to believe what they want to shape their reality. So he's at that point where I knew he wasn't guilty, because the case didn't make no sense. Even the pops was like, I don't even remember driving a bitch over to where I drove her to. So with all that said, people still wanting to believe that he was guilty after it was thrown out, that's just them at this point wanting to assign that narrative to him.
I don't think it's just people necessarily automatically want to assign a narrative to him. I just think when they go back in time and you think about females like Aaliyah and how old he was when he started fucking with Beyonce. So they attached certain things like, well, it could be possibly true. I don't believe that he didn't do it if he was doing this. So I think a lot of that comes from that. But even at the end of the day, he beat the case. Y'all don't really got nothing on him. They both beat it, right? They dropped it from him and Diddy.
Him and Diddy.
Yeah.
And I watched that Diddy documentary, some of it
HBO.
by force. My girl turned it on. I didn't even want to watch it, but I'm watching it. And I'm going, this is bullshit. They made this whole thing up.
They're trying to tie, because when he went to college to Howard, he threw like a big show at Howard in a gymnasium. And then some people got killed because it was a stampede to come and get in because they closed the doors. They were trying to tie that and the Shine shooting, which again, he got found, he got off of that. He got off of the Howard case. They're trying to tie all these minuscule things to him then being a trafficker. It's like you can't conflate the ideas, and that's what that documentary was trying to do.
Yeah, I'm talking about the women that they brought on there to get interviewed. Like the one chick talking about she was cool with Puff, then all of a sudden she took a drink and got drowsy. Puff came in with some type of lubricant, put it on her asshole. Her asshole was burning, and she woke up and
ran down the street
and ran to the police station. And before she entered, she decided not to file, and she just lived with this for years. It was all bullshit, bro. She had fake ass tears. She didn't drop one tear. It was fake. Like, you can read body language. Like, this bitch is lying. So they're trying to compile more emotional outrage from the public. And if you got any type of common sense, if you could read any type of body language, you can see like, oh, this is bullshit. So even if anything else happens to possibly be true, the fact that you're adding on things that are untrue, obviously bullshit, that makes me think you don't even really have nothing on Cub.
They had the assistant, right? That was the last episode, was the assistant that worked directly for him. And he said himself he's never seen anybody be sexually trafficked or assaulted in that way. He said he was forced to have sex, but in my opinion, how can we even tell that that's the truth? So a lot of things in there were just people trying to, like you said, really put this idea on him. They had another girl who, she was from Toronto, and she came out and was fucking with him, and she had nothing really bad to say. She left for a year and then came back to him. So if he was that bad, you went back to Toronto, what happened was you ran out of bread or you ran out of good times, and then you came back, and now you're here on this documentary. So I wasn't really believing none of that shit.
Free Puff. I'm going to be the first to say it. Free Puff, cuz they don't have nothing on, cuz. That shit should have been out. Y'all talking about y'all got all these tapes. All it looked like is everybody is getting high willingly, getting drunk willingly, and doing some freak ass shit. And probably a lot of high people in high places with high notoriety who don't want that side of them exposed to the public. So now you want to crucify Diddy when the people you should be crucifying, y'all keeping that under wraps. Because Epstein file still ain't out, bro. They done petition to get it out, and you have certain people in high places deny it. So are you on the list? Because why wouldn't you want that list out? That's the only thing I'm going to focus on. Get that list out, then we can talk about Puff. Until then, free Puff, period.
Yeah, and people don't even give a fuck about that list, if you really think about it.
Nah,
most people give a fuck about Diddy and Jay-Z. That's what they want. They don't care that their favorite politician or the niggas that run the world was on them planes and fucking with little girls. They want to tear down a rapper because it's low-hanging fruit. It's who they're seeing 24/7.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's
They
entertaining.
grew up watching Puff, watching Jay, so now they can watch their empire crumble, and they can be entertained. They don't know these politicians. A lot of these people on the list, they don't even know exist, so it's not entertaining. They're like, who? I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who that is.
It's crazy. And at what point does getting found not guilty in a court of law matter? Well, if we got to go through this whole trial and do all of this, and then I get found not guilty still for motherfuckers to say I'm guilty, still to have opportunities taken away, that's bullshit at this point. Why go through the whole trial and be found not guilty just for that to happen?
People don't care if you're guilty or not. If they believe you're guilty, regardless of what they say in court.
And people got to understand, too, in this type of situation, for everything the person is saying, the accuser, he could say, oh, you know, he was controlling me. He could say, well, she was using me for bread. Right? Oh, he forced me. She wanted to do it. So people don't look at the other side. They only look at the side they want to. It's like in all them situations, he could have a comeback that makes just as much sense, but people aren't going to even, you know what I mean, put no credence to it. What y'all got?
Wait, no cuz.
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing? You just blank?
I just said I ain't got nothing.
This nigga crazy, cuz. See, I be trying to let these niggas give topics, cuz they like, oh, you giving all the topics. Then I let a nigga
You say
throw
you
it.
waiting
Nigga
on
say
me.
ain't got nothing.
You want me to go back? We already spoke.
No,
Y'all
not
spoke,
go
went
back.
and forth.
No, we done with that. Introduce a new topic, nigga. They want to know what Messiah thinking. Man, it's official. RFK Jr. is confirmed as Health of Secretary in the U.S. He has a mission: make America healthy again. I'm gonna go ahead and applaud that, number one, because that's a huge jump from this freakazoid transvestite that we had the last 4 years under the Biden administration. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, go look him up. Go look he, she up. I'm not even saying he, she name to give he, she no more clout than they already had. The person is clinically, mentally insane. And the fact that that person that looks like that was in charge of the health of the citizens of the United States, insane. Absolutely insane. So shout out to RFK, because bro, like 70, still ripped, still got a crazy workout regimen. Now he might be on the trend or something. I don't know.
He is.
Yeah, he got to be.
He one of them niggas that eat his meat on a cutting board or wooden cutting board. He one of them niggas.
Yeah, because it ain't no way to be that ripped at 70 without being on something. So, but shout out to him nonetheless. So
He's even exposing. My bad to cut you off, because he's even exposing methylene blue, which is these blue drops that you put in your water that's supposed to help cure cancer. Right, so he's done a lot of things. He's exposing a lot of things that they didn't want exposed.
Okay, so the job of the U.S. Health Secretary involves monitoring FDA practices, managing Medicaid and Medicare policies, overseeing research and programs at the CDC, and supervising the Native American Health Service to solve epidemic issues. So he's been pushing hard on the vaccines. Basically saying, hey, man, all the conspiracy theories were true. We done the research. We done the work. We looked at the studies. Everything they were saying was true. And they was going back and forth. Oh, man, you a conspiracy theorist. You got a worm in your brain and all this. You a coke. Like, everything trying to destroy the man's character rather than addressing the actual facts. Now the actual facts are out. Nobody could really deny it. Like, I even seen... I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen a quote. Somebody said he quoted saying that if you guys don't want to ban the vaccines that we are saying are bad and stop making it mandatory, we're going to make it mandatory for everyone who votes against it to take all 77 something doses that you say kids have to take throughout their lifetime to go to public school. Yeah. So if y'all saying that, because we know y'all not taking them, y'all exempt. All these politicians, if you notice, during the COVID, they were exempt. They weren't taking it. So he's saying, well, if you want to vote against it, cool. You believe it's safe. You telling the Americans it's safe. Y'all take every single dose.
And when we talk about the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, look at the shit that they approve, right? The hot Cheetos, perfect example. We've been eating them shit since we was yay high. And now we know the red 40 is bad for us. We know yellow dye, blue dye, all these things is bad for us. And the Food and Drug Administration approves it. So anything that could possibly help you, FDA don't approve. Oh, that's bad. That was third party tested, but it ain't tested from us, so we wouldn't fuck with it. But there's countless reviews of these things helping people. So who is the FDA really, and what is their job to actually do? Is it to help the people? Is it to actually, put health rules in order and structure, or is it to make us sicker? Like, what is it really to do? So him being in there and him being able to oversee the FDA and hopefully bring some type of third-party audit system to make sure they're handling things correctly will make us healthier.
And he has an emphasis on preventative care. Now, if you know anything about the healthcare, they like to have patients. They don't want to cure the problem. They want to treat the problem. So that was huge to me because he's been advocating for a long time to shift the focus from managing diseases to actually curing and preventing you from getting them again. What they say, they give you the disease, allegedly, and then they give you the treatment and charge you for a lifetime for the treatment.
Crazy.
So he's saying, look, bro, we got unlimited funds. We done had X amount of years to do this research. There's no way y'all don't have cures for a lot of this stuff that people have been paying their whole lives for treatment. We need to start curing this stuff. We need to start getting rid of this stuff, and we need to start getting ahead of the curve because y'all are predicting, bird flu's coming in 3 months, but then y'all don't have no type of nothing to prevent people from getting it. But as soon as they get it, you got treatment all of a sudden. Like, come on, bro. We see the play that's going on.
I think a lot of it, too, is old-fashioned. Go outside, get some sun, walk around, eat whole foods, work out. Like, it sounds simple and maybe sounds silly to some people, but a lot of that shit is preventative care. Like, a lot of that is going to keep you from getting high blood pressure, which then you're going to take that high blood pressure medication. That medication is going to give you a side effect where you got to take another medication. And now you go down the loophole of that to where you got multiple chronic diseases that you didn't have before if you would have just went outside, got some sunlight, went to sleep on time, cut your sugar intake down, ate healthy, and worked out. A lot of that is that simple to go ahead and prevent a lot of these chronic diseases that we suffer from as Americans.
Bro, for years, since I've been a kid, they've been telling us fluoride is good for you. Oh, make your teeth whiter, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out after all the research is done, I got to say allegedly because we on the tube, it lowers your IQ. Yeah. It lowers your IQ. So it dumbs you down. So it's you got to look at it. Who's telling you you need the fluoride? Every time you go to the dentist, you've been using fluoride? Oh, here, I'm going to prescribe you some super fluoride toothpaste. And they know for a fact this is going to make you dumber and dumb you down.
Enamel strengthening, all this other
bullshit. And it's stripping you. And like, bro, everything they telling you
I thought it closed
is
your
the opposite.
pineal glands or something like
pineal,
that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's dumbing you down. It's calcifying your third eye pretty much. So all of that tapping into the meditation and the being able to travel to other dimensions in your dreams and all that conspiracy theory shit, your third eye allows you to do that, your pineal gland. Fluoride calcifies that to where you can't use it. So when they say, we only use, 5% of our brain or something. No, y'all been giving us shit so we can't use the full amount of our brain. And even that might be a damn conspiracy. They might have you believing you only using 5%.
Using the whole 100.
Really, you using the whole 100. Your dumb ass just don't know how to tap into the powers that's up there.
Yeah, it's up. It's bone broth cereal. I'm telling niggas, it's going to be a new wave, man. When he come into office, y'all better get y'all hot Cheetos and all that shit now because all that shit's supposed to go away.
So another component of the Make America Health Again is the inclusion of integrative medicine. So this approach combines conventional treatments with evidence-based complementary therapies, such as acupuncture or dietary supplements. So they're looking at finding treatments other than just giving you a damn pill. Because you go to the doctor, they analyze you, all this, and all they do is give you a pill. And sometimes they'll tell you, if this doesn't work, come back in a week, we got another pill. And if that don't work, we got a shot. And if that don't work, we got a pill stronger than them pills and the shot. So they already have backup medications knowing, okay, we know this ain't gonna really work, but they gotta double back, pay for another visit, copay, then they gotta pay for another prescription. So it's all the funnel money. So he's like, look, bro, it's a lot of holistic things that work that were banned. Because the doctor can't give you holistic advice on how to heal yourself. All they can do is prescribe you meds that's cleared by the FDA. That we all know who runs them, runs the medical industry, runs the oil, everything is tied in. So it's all one big money scheme, allegedly. Now he's saying, we need to look at some of that holistic stuff. Because if you go back in the days, doctors used to have those holistic treatments, and that shit is proven to work. But when y'all globalized the medical industry and y'all started making money, y'all banned that shit.
They already know what the shit to use. That's why I never believed none of their ass. Like you were just saying, everything that healed us was already here. All this medicine shit and all that was man-made and created. All these pills, all these drugs, you didn't need none of that shit. Certain fruits, certain herbs, all that different type of stuff that's already here, growing out the earth, and you can find it, but we can't find a lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff they don't even want you to know about. And this is why I feel like you can't target somebody like Dr. Sebi, who was showing that he can cure all type of diseases and all type of people. Then you go try to kill this man, allegedly, or whatever they figured out happened to him, and say that they care about the people. Because anybody who comes out and tries to show those ways, something ends up happening to them.
And this was the biggest thing for me because I travel a lot. I've been to like damn near 20 countries. And the first thing I noticed was the ingredients and everything in the store. Even the packaging looked different than what we got here. You go look at hot Cheetos out of state, they orange, they not red. They don't got the red 40. You go look at ketchup, they got a couple ingredients on the back. You come here, it look like a WD-40 can with all the damn ingredients in your ketchup. So he says they're going to ban the worst agricultural chemicals that are already banned and prohibited in other countries. And they're going to remove conflicts of interest from the USDA dietary panels and commissions. So the ones who are allowing this chemicals and poisons to be put in your kids' cereal and apple juice, and then they got juice on the shelf, and then you read the label, 1% juice. Well, what the fuck is the 99%? I think I'm drinking fruit juice, fructose, corn syrup, and they got the seed oils giving you all type of diseases. But then they tell you, oh, that was the healthiest stuff. You need to be using seed oils. They've been telling us that for decades. Now that's the worst thing you can cook with. So I hope he's not lying. I hope this isn't one big facade and one big smoke and mirrors. I actually hope all this stuff does get banned. I even seen that they're looking at making welfare for food only, like health food items. Like you're not allowed to buy junk food if you do have government assistance, because we all know that's tied to obesity. You got people in the hood, they go buy a bunch of junk, then they got a bunch of fat ass unhealthy kids because all they buying is fruit snacks and cookies at the damn store. So they like, nah, you gonna be healthy even though you're poor. We're going to give you the government assistance, but you're only going to be allowed to buy healthy food items. But one thing they do need to do is lower these grocery prices, because the healthy stuff is always marked up higher than the unhealthy shit. Why? Because they wanted you fat. They wanted you with the diseases, because when you're fat and you're disease-ridden, you got to go to the doctor. And the doctor's not free. You got to pay. So they're trying to funnel you in. They don't want you healthy, bro. They don't want you grounding. They don't want you meditating. They don't want you hiking. They don't want you getting the damn vitamin D from the sun. They tell you the sun is bad. Put this sunblock on, and then you got skin cancer. Like, nigga, I'm black. I'm born with sunblock. The fuck I'm putting that shit on for?
And I believe that actually, if people with EBT, if you do start to tap into it, you can actually use your EBT at certain farmers markets where you can go get fresh produce, fresh fruit, bone broth, whatever you want to get there. You have the access to do that,
bro.
Because it's
that nigga love bone broth.
It's collagen. It's good for your gut. It's good for you. It's a form of protein in a way. So you have access to go for to the farmers markets and use your EBT as well. But it's something that a lot of us aren't privy to, because like you said, you go in there, get the Capri Suns, the Sunny D, whatever else shit you get. That's bullshit. But you can really be going and getting whole foods and making your diet healthier. And then on top of that, a lot of us are deficient in a lot of vitamins, right? Zinc, vitamin D3, K2, magnesium. The list goes on, and you can only get so much of that from your whole foods, even, right? Where you do have to supplement some of it with vitamins. So you can take D3, K2, you can take black seed oil, you can take magnesium glycinate or threonate. That'll help you, with your brain power. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do that's preventative, that they're not going to necessarily put out there. And when you look at all them vitamins that I just mentioned, don't do the Nature Valley or the Spring Valley, because those are dipped, or don't ever do a gummy because those are dipped in certain oils that are bad for you. You got to go to the ones that aren't FDA approved, and then look at the third-party tests that are ran on those, and then you'll be able to get the correct ones.
See, but a lot of this stuff come from the mindset too, though, because y'all can give them all this free game about it, but what I mean is most people don't care about their health until something shows up. You know what I mean? And then now you got to be at the doctor, and now you acting like you super worried. But instead of taking care of yourself and preparing and preventing those things from happening, think that's where the biggest problem is at. So motherfuckers is going to get obese until they have a fucking heart attack or a stroke. And then now you finally want to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff that's the biggest point. But the healthy lifestyle is the way to go. You feel better. It's less, you're less, stressed out as far as in that sense. Your mind is on a different frequency, even just working out or eating different. When you eat certain shit, you can feel like it drains you. Mm-hmm. Then you can eat certain things and feel like, nigga, I just got all the energy in the world.
And if you can, go get blood work, because blood work will tell you exactly what you're deficient in. So then you can go from there. Don't just believe what a doctor tell you, because they're going to give you a Band-Aid that they would give anybody, a generic Band-Aid. When you get that blood work, you can see exactly what you're deficient in. And then when you go and look up the symptoms for what you're the vitamin deficiency, you'll be like, oh, that's why I'm getting headaches. That's why my sleep bad. That's why my back throbbing over here or whatever, because I'm deficient in these certain vitamins that I need. So go get the blood work if you can afford it or if you can do it, and then build your health plan from there.
Fasting is magic. If you fast for 72 hours, it completely rejuvenates your immune system. So fasting for 72 hours straight, just water and black coffee, will rejuvenate your immune system all the way. It'll kill cancer cells. It'll basically rid your body of all the toxins. I recommend doing that at least once every 90 days. You should be doing a fast because that's how you can directly combat what's in the food. Because you can try to buy as healthy as possible, but you still are leaving faith on a third party, hoping that what's on this label is real. Because they can call it organic all they want. You don't know that. We're giving faith to third parties. So the way to combat a lot of that is to fast and do the sauna at least an hour a week. If you go to the gym 10, 15 minutes a day, 5-6 days a week, you're going to hit that mark easy. But they have said the air quality in most United States cities are so bad, they're urging people, go to a sauna and go to a steam room and sweat the fucking toxins out that you are ingesting every day. But one of the key things about the policies that RFK Jr. was announcing to me was the transparency. So under the new policy, federal departments and agencies are instructed to promote transparency by sharing open source data and avoiding conflicts of interest. So that's key because everything is hidden from the public. They want to know everything from you and then they show you nothing. Now he's like, nah, bro, we need complete transparency. People need to see where these orders are coming from, who's clearing what's going where, and what that actually is. So that's huge. They're prioritizing root cause research on why Americans are getting sicker, with the National Institute of Health taking a leading role. So basically, they want to find out the root cause. They don't want to just treat the problem. Like Kali pointed out, why is this happening? Okay, that's the reason. Let's eliminate that. So that'll make us healthier. They're expanding treatment options and ensure flexibility in insurance coverage for prevention and lifestyle-based care. This is all music to my ears because for the last 2 years, we've been preaching health is wealth, and the government has been preaching the exact opposite with this whole body positivity movement. It was the insanity we kept telling y'all. So now that RFK Jr.'s in, he's telling you, nah, health is wealth. All that bullshit they told y'all, that's out the door.
They trying to change the BMI. They saying if you this weight and this height now, oh, now you're not fat. You're okay. Like, nah, y'all changing everything at this point to fit, those standards of body positivity.
They have an immediate focus on childhood diseases. Huge. We don't even hear them talking about childhood diseases. We pointed out how many times, like, damn, all these fat ass kids in diapers, all these, how you 5 years old with high blood pressure already? Like, this shit not making sense.
5 years old, almost 70 pounds.
Man, oh God, y'all done all see him in the stroller, fat as hell, no shoes on, with a soggy ass diaper. Disgusting. That's child abuse. They're keying in on that, studying the scope of chronic diseases in children and identifying potential causes. We got all these damn kids with what are they calling it? ADHD and autism. Autism wasn't even a thing when we was kids.
That's the worst one I'm seeing, like at an all-time high right now. Is that autism is crazy.
Yeah. So they're looking into that, going, what's causing this? Because if you backtrack the data, this shit was almost non-existent. Now it's the norm. Almost a couple out of every baby's born are gonna have it.
Nah,
and it's kind of sad.
Y'all damn got to track these doctors down when y'all have y'all kids. Don't let them walk off with that baby. Ain't no telling what they shooting up in it.
It's kind of sad too, because the parents, I feel like, be feeling bad, like, damn, did I do something wrong? But it's just a lot of the things that, the plastics in the world too, the microplastics, our cookware, all of that shit contributes to it. And unfortunately, we're not privy all the way, or like you said, they'll smack an organic label on something and you think, okay, that's good. And then you find out that's not right. Like, what's it called? Carol's or Kergo's pure Irish butter. I don't know if you ever seen that come in like a gold little tub, but they're getting sued right now because it's not pure Irish butter. They come back as, oh, we just said that because it's from Ireland. So we meant it was purely Ireland, not pure, you know what I mean? Like, so they always gonna try to have some type of bullshit response, but that's what they do. They greenwash shit.
So I think also, like you were just saying, though, people feeling like it's their fault. And at part, sometimes it can be because, yes, you need to take it more serious when you is carrying another life inside of you and you're just out here, you're not taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? People still be smoking and drinking while they're pregnant. People still be taking all type of different things that can possibly affect the baby. regardless, with extra stress and different type of stuff that you're not producing a healthy environment that you're bringing something into.
So other things that Kennedy is addressing, healthcare cost transparency. So Kennedy's plan is also addressing the economic burden on patients, stressing the need for clearer health care pricing and broader insurance coverage. Make America Healthy Again proposes requiring hospitals and clinics to publicly list common procedure costs with the aim of increasing competition and helping patients make more informed decisions. So yeah, put your costs publicly.
That should have been like a store.
So when I'm trying to choose where to go, I can see the prices. I hate when I can't give prices over the phone because they want you to get in because they think they could just finesse and talk you into just paying for the shit once you're there. I can't stand that. So transparency is damn near the word of the day for me because he's making all this shit transparent. They're reducing prescription drug prices. Make America Healthy Again advocates for stricter negotiation power between the federal government and pharmaceutical companies to lower the cost of prescription drugs. Proposals include granting Medicare greater authority in drug price negotiations, which Kennedy argues will make life-saving medications more accessible. They're aiming at addressing the opioid crisis, which is plaguing America. They're looking at, like I mentioned earlier, rural health care and outlook for physicians. Many in the medical community are watching to see if Kennedy plans will translate into policy, support and praise, emphasis on preventative prescriptions, cost transparency, and environmental health. So they looking at the environment too, going, man, this air quality is fucked off. I don't know if you ever been to the jungle, but you feel like a whole nother person because the amount of oxygen that's coming from them trees is different, bro. It make you feel like you got a damn near a superpower. Like if you ever been to Hawaii and been hiking in them trails, you feel totally different than you do here. Here we smoking like what they said, a couple packs a day, just breathing the regular air.
You look outside and it's supposed to be sunny. It's cloudy because of the smog.
It's smog. We think it's the clouds. No, nigga, this is the smog, nigga. So, man, this is huge. Make America Healthy Again. Y'all got my support. You got the Viral Wave support. I mean, shit, send me a hat. I'll wear that motherfucker. They got the merch going. You feel me? Thanks. I'm pushing that 100%. As you can see, I just left the gym. You know, I got a little baggy shirt on, but I peel up out of here. The results is there, nigga.
This nigga capping. A little baggy shirt on. This nigga wild.
Hey, don't have me. Hey, don't have me peeling out. Cause the results is there. I'm gonna wait for the summertime. I'm gonna peel out on the show one time.
That nigga said a baggy shirt is crazy work.
Nah, but what's the deal, man? And another topic I wanted to get on, because I haven't really seen Trump address this, and I hope he does, is prison reform and prison rehabilitation. Prison is no longer used for rehabilitation. Back in the days, you can go to prison and get a trade. You can come out a damn plumber, an electrician. I mean, you name it. You can literally do your time and rehabilitate yourself, get out with a life-changing skill, a trade, and get a job. This is how a lot of people were staying out. Now in prison, if you ever been or you know anything, they took all the trades out. The most you could really get is a fucking GED, and they even banned a lot of books because they were saying, fuck, these people are getting too enlightened. Because if you ever been to jail, there's nothing to do in there really but read and work out. So they took the weights out because the prisoners were getting too damn big. They were scaring the shit out the guards. They couldn't control them. It wasn't about, they whacking each other with the weight. No, nigga, they gonna find a way to whack each other if that's what they want to do. They were getting too big, and they banned certain books. Like you can't even read, I believe, The Art of War in there.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's a whole list of books that are banned.
It depends where you at.
Regardless of the fact of where you at, they ban certain books that they feel will weaponize the mind of the inmates. So they don't want you elevating. They want you to be dumb. They want you to get out, repeat the same thing that you did to get there so you could come back and make them some more damn money. So when are they going to address these prisons and getting them to actually rehabilitate people? And if you want people rehabilitated, you need to look at this felony process that they got going of being a lifetime felon. Because I've been waiting on a pardon for 3 years now. Been out of jail since 2007, no repeat offenses, 6-figure job, 401k, pension, all the shit. Then traveled all around the world, kids doing great, living in a great neighborhood, and still I'm looked at as a felon if you want to go down to it, to the facts. If they want to run my history and run my background that far back, they claim they only go 7 years, but that's a lie. They look back, bro. If you got a felony from 18 to 80, nigga, it's popping up. Don't believe that 7 year shit.
And that's kind of fucked up because you see where it becomes that revolving door almost of like, I'm outside, I'm trying, but I'm still being looked as the same person that I maybe was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And if you're not strong enough mentally, it could put you or make you go back to a certain position or a certain type of person you were that you didn't want to be. But because you have this F on you technically, right? Like you can't really move past that, or people don't want to see you past that because they put it on you for the rest of your life. That's fucked up.
And it's not even the people that don't want to see it. It's by design. The government, whoever created this shit, don't want to see it. They want the cycle of, because it's
going back in.
Yeah, it's psychological. It's a mindset that you end up developing, because if you're trying to outgrow old habits and you get out here and you're trying to grind and get into a point where they deny you over and over, most people are going to just go back. They know 9 times out of 10 you're going back to what you know, and that's what becomes the same repeated things. So I just think a lot of that, I think for the most part, you got to be ready to rehabilitate yourself in them prisons. Other than that, a nigga's mindset, if it don't change for his own, if you don't want to change for yourself, ain't nobody gonna better change it for you, no matter how much classes, no matter how many things they do. But I don't agree with once you do your time, you shouldn't have to have a fucking felony attached to you. The moment you're off parole and all that other shit,
you should be free to go.
People shouldn't be able to go do that. I done been in places where I done did whole interviews with people and they be like, man, like they'll like you. Yeah, they'll fuck with you, be ready to hire you, then come back, man, your shit just came back that you got this, and that. And then you be like, damn, they be like, man, I'm so sorry, but my boss can't even go let me go around it. Like, so you will see that a lot. And just imagine you doing that constantly. So they do make it damn near, they're trying to make it impossible for you to progress.
No, that's facts. And that's a great point. Once the parole is done, you're considered rehabilitated. We're letting you back into society. You're off paperwork. You have no more dealings with the prison. So why is the felony still there? I can see if, okay, we leaving it on there until you get off parole to see if you're going to basically violate parole. But if you don't, why is it still there? Why is this shit chained to my fucking ankle, dragging this ball around for the rest of my damn life?
Even at his point, like you meet somebody in person and you can get the energy and the vibe that this is a good person, going to be a hard worker, an asset to your team. And the only reason why you're not going to put them on is because something they did in their past. That shit is crazy to me.
Bro, I didn't really went out, applied for apartments, got the apartment, checked every box, but they didn't run the background check before they cleared it. Nigga done told me, yeah, you could come pick up the keys on Monday, blah, blah, blah. Sunday come, I got a phone call. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Make 3 times the rent. Every box that you check, no pets, no this, no that, then check every damn box. And this is when I was younger. And still, they won't give it to you. Same thing. I done had jobs, walked in, got the job. Literally, they said, you're hired. Call the nigga later. Man, we just liked your interview so much, we gave you the job. We jumped the gun. We didn't run the background check yet. Background check just came. We sorry. Same thing he just said. This is real. This happens in real life. I just was lucky enough to not have kids when I went in. And I had one shortly after, which that helped me in the long run. But a lot of people got kids who are dependent on them right now. They don't have the leisure time I had to
figure it out.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because when them doors is slamming in your face, nigga, you like, I got to make shit happen now. The lights is about to get cut off.
Yeah.
I can't tell them, sorry, I got this felony. I ain't got a job yet, but I'm looking. The bank don't give a fuck, nigga. Yeah. They're taking the house.
And it's more fucked up. And like you said, it's more fucked up too with people with kids that actually trying to be in their kids' life. And your kids don't know whether, a lot of kids think you just got it. They don't know what you did to go get it. So when they look at you, they just expect something like, you know what I mean?
Supposed to give them something, food.
Nah, you hungry, they expect you. Yeah. They look at you like you damn near rich probably, depending on how you stay. So, because you give them that. You might have gave them your last dollar that day, but you knew you was going to go grind and get some more. But it's just like, it's fucked up. It's a sad situation at the end of the day.
And it's getting worse. It's not getting better, because a lot of the jobs that were available when I got out of prison, they're not available now. Like when you close to getting home, within like 30 days, they'll give you a paper of like 100 companies that hire felons.
They ain't even doing that no more.
That list is probably 10 companies maybe, because most of them were railroad work. It was oil field work. You know, you go to the refinery, easy. You go to the railroads, you in there. Construction work, plumbing. It was certain sectors, basically the blue collar jobs, the got to get dirty jobs. You got to use your hands and tools. Those jobs aren't even hiring felons no more. So if you ever done blue collar work, it's a lot of nerds out there now who would never be out there because the competition between these people with these college degrees, a lot of these people went to these universities, got the degrees, couldn't get the job, and now the jobs they used to look down on blue collar work, they're starting to do them.
Yeah, or their dad was, you know, a part of the union or something, and they get in that way. Like it's a lot of shit that's going on.
And
like
niggas got to really start sharing information too, because I know a lot of times they'll have moments where, like you said, refinery jobs or certain things that'll be like, well, meet here at this day for 3 days and you can get a job. Like, cause it'd be a lot
like
of
job fair type shit.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of my homies that reach out and ask about jobs or different things. And I notice a lot of people that get in those spaces, once they get the good jobs, they gatekeep them. It's like you gatekeeping the job when your homie want to do better. And
you already got one.
Yeah,
No
you
fact.
see this nigga out here struggling. You don't want him to get in that position. It's like, that should be mind blowing to me.
I'll say this though. You niggas gotta hold up your end of the bargain. I done plugged a lot of niggas.
Are you talking about like far as getting to the
doing
to
what
it?
they gotta
Niggas
do, yeah.
don't show up. Nigga call me, hey bro, I know the interview, the thing started at Wooty Woo. How I'm gonna get there? How you gonna get there?
Yeah, you got to figure that
You
out.
fuck,
yeah.
nigga. You better get on the bus. You better get on the train. You better walk. You better get a bike, nigga. I don't give a fuck how you gonna get there. Cause dude is waiting. I already gave him your name and everything. Dude called me like, man, bro didn't even show up. So now my reputation
Looking ugly, yeah.
is ugly. So the next time I try to plug somebody else, they're
They
not
don't
answering
want
the phone
it.
now.
Yeah.
That shit happen a lot. And that a lot of people don't want their reputation ruined that way on the basis of trying to help somebody else. So y'all be thinking people be gatekeeping, and you don't be knowing niggas be fucking niggas reps over.
Niggas don't do the
Or
footwork.
niggas do come like, look, bro, just stop smoking.
Can't
You
even
got
do
30
that,
days
yeah.
to clear your system. Niggas smoke the day up. Hey, man, I just smoked. Where can I clear?
Nigga trying to find some
Hey, that's so
piss.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, cuz. You got to want to help yourself, bro, because you fucking it up for the ones who actually want the help.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, that's
very
facts.
true.
That's facts.
Niggas be on, nigga, what you just smoke? Oh, yeah, what can I clear my system with in 3 minutes?
Yeah. If you can't stop for
Nah,
a
you
job,
know,
for a future, it's gonna be
a
ugly for you.
nigga gonna tell you he brought some piss. You already got it, nigga. Or you got this shit that clear you up for 3 hours. Like, nigga, I
little
just drunk
drink,
that shit.
yeah.
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 That shit crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all gotta, we gotta do something with that because that's a no-go, bro. I done personally lived through it, so I know how it is. So shout out to everybody that's out there struggling with it. We got AI now. They got the army of robots coming. It's getting ugly, nigga. It's gonna be a whole secret society of just felons, nigga. I'm telling you. It's gonna be felons versus the AI in a minute.
Yeah, that rehabilitation shit is crazy though. They ain't trying to help nobody.
Look, I got somebody from the pen calling me right now. That's crazy. He gonna call back. What you got for us, Kylie, man? Holla
I
at me.
was gonna ask y'all how y'all felt about Valentine's Day, honestly.
Oh, we done.
Yeah. How y'all felt about that? What y'all do? Y'all think it's a psyop?
It's a fucking psyop. It's a consumer psyop to get you to spend money. And how you know, they put out how much money they made. It was like $27 billion they made
Crazy
on
amount,
just
huh?
that day for a made up day to say you love your girl. Because let's be real, it's not for the men. It's for you to scramble around, go get the flowers on the side of the freeway, go get the diamond rings, then booking Oceans 48 or Steak 48. Matter of fact, me and my girl just went to Oceans 48 yesterday. It was a lot of side chicks in there.
Oh,
Because
for
Valentine's
sure.
Day was on the 14th. So if you went yesterday or the day, we just looked at it like,
I'm not going on the 14th.
we're not
It's too
going
packed.
nowhere on the 14th.
Yeah.
And we didn't even go for Valentine's Day. Our like 7-year anniversary was coming up. So it just happened to fall near Valentine's Day when we met. And it was a lot of side chicks in there. But yeah, it's a psyop, bro. Anybody over the age of high school still trying to celebrate V-Day, I'm looking at you like a goofy.
There's people on the side of the road selling flowers wrapped in fake Dior for $100. I'm like, niggas is really getting got out here. It's crazy.
Valentine's ain't really too many holidays. That's a big deal for me. I look at mostly all holidays like that. If I'm participating in a holiday, it's because it's for somebody else. It ain't really
For the most part, it ain't for me.
It ain't for me. I don't really be tripping, especially it really, it's like give and take, depending how old your kids is and different things. Like where you might want to make them feel special, but other than that, it's not really too much. It's just to get you to spend dough.
We don't even celebrate Christmas in my house no more. That's over with.
It's like, for what reason when you sit here and really think about it? Like,
especially if you're somebody that does something for somebody a lot
Constantly.
throughout the year. Yeah, it's like,
Just think about it, bro. You got guys that were married 10 years, 15 years, and wives will throw a fit if they don't do anything on Valentine's Day. Like, bitch, I've been taking care of you for 15 years. You telling me because I missed a made-up holiday, you gonna be mad now?
but you know what's crazy?
You out your fucking brain?
And a lot of that goes to that mindset of that video of how to sell to a Negro, because it's just like you only care because of what you're seeing other people doing. No, so you can post or do whatever you need to do. That's why you really give a fuck, because if I didn't do nothing for you this day, then what if I would have went 3 days later and did something for you? Would you be happy for that?
And they saying Gen Z, they saying we spending more, double what other generations are spending on Valentine's Day.
I was just about to say, I think it's amplified now because
Crazy.
everybody's competing with the images of social media. So your girl is looking at somebody girl from across the world, and they man just did all this miraculous shit. And then she looking at you like, nigga,
What you gonna do?
what you gonna do? So now you gotta turn her gram up, because that's all it is a competition to get the most likes. She wanna show her friends that her nigga did more for her than they nigga did for them. That's all it is.
And a lot of you niggas is doing it for backseat dick eaters. Like they really back there doing it to, you know what I mean, for whoever. They hoes. A lot of them, and y'all out there tricking on them or breaking the bank for a day that, again, for a girl that might not even really be yours. That's the crazy part too. Just to make them happy for a moment. I couldn't do that.
A lot of y'all is taking these women, trying to impress them, to 5-star restaurants. They getting to-go boxes, to-go plates, and then they going to the side nigga house. The nigga that they've been fucking with for the last 3 relationships on and off, he always there. They can never take it serious because it's too toxic. But when she need her back broken,
They got a blunt ready.
she calling Cuz.
Nah,
So you just paid for Cuz to go box and everything.
That nigga
You didn't get nothing.
No, the
nigga.
nigga that's tricking is the side nigga. She's going back and take it back to Cuz. So it's like, that shit is wild. But
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts. The
I'm
niggas
telling
really
you,
outside blowing the bag.
Because I'd have been a nigga like, yeah, what time you leaving, Cuz?
Pull up.
She done pulled right up with
Knock
the bottle
on the
that
door.
you bought and everything,
Yeah,
nigga.
come wake me up.
Your ass wait 90 days talking about Steve Harvey said, nigga, you niggas out your motherfucking mind.
Steve Harvey crazy. Niggas listen to him is wild.
Oh, God.
At any
nigga.
point.
I had one girl in my life tell me that on Jesus Christ. What? Delete my number. That shit is out. You lost your fucking brain.
Yeah, and it's crazy. We know, dudes know. Like,
but if women, they usually say that just be a test for most niggas. That just don't be shit. The moment you link up, they ready to get it in. Man.
Yeah, V-Day is a no-go for me. It's a no-go. It's not romance. It's made up, bro. It's to get you to spend money. Just think about it. Somebody came up with a day. Think about if that didn't exist. $27 billion could have been spent elsewhere. It was spent from consumers to companies to sell fucking bunny rabbits that your wife not gonna care about in a day.
in a day.
You bought a $100 bouquet of roses that's gonna die in 4 days.
For what?
For what?
It really don't make no sense.
For the same pussy you've been getting for 15 years, nigga.
They said they want them to feel special.
What have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
You
a lot
feel
of that,
special
but
for
even
yourself.
not even just Valentine's Day, like you said, if you think about it, what's coming next? Something's gonna be down there every month. Down there every other month, it's a new holiday.
Hey, they said it.
Then they start making up holidays.
Hey, they said during Easter, y'all gonna be painting potatoes this year, nigga.
No eggs? Hell yeah.
Nigga, them eggs is like 20 a carton, nigga. We are not painting no eggs.
They ain't doing no Easter egg hunt. You gonna find big potatoes in the ground.
I need all my eggs.
That
Fuck
shit
all
is
that.
Over with, nigga.
That's crazy, huh? Niggas been painting eggs for years. It's not gonna be able to happen. Yeah.
Easter low key dying off though. It was more
Yeah.
bigger when we was kids. Like Easter is low key about to be a
don't-
non-existent holiday.
Kids don't want no Easter basket. They like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't want this
but
shit.
when I was a kid, though, we had a lot of candy in that motherfucker.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of Gen Zs, companies have been complaining about the Gen Zs.
they hate the
saying
Gen
that
Zs.
Gen Zs can't keep a job past a couple of months. They're laying off Gen Z workers at a rate unseen before. So the workforce is low-key panicking because they're going, hey, these motherfuckers are lazy. They have no working morale. They have no loyalty to the company like workers of the past. These little bastards don't give a fuck. They put they vacation request in, they get denied, and they still ain't showing up.
Yeah, and this is the problem. Like, and that's why I was talking to my girl the
Nigga,
other
the
day.
Gen Zs want to be YNs.
Yeah, that too. They ski masked up. They don't give a fuck. But this is what I was talking to my girl about the other day too. Like the generations before us, what our problem is, we get in a job and it's something. Soon as something go wrong, they like, man, this ain't for me. This shit is terrible. I know I'm worth more. I'm better than this. And then they go to the next one, and they got problems as well. So a lot of us, instead of just being like, you know what, you're going to have problems at every job, no matter what. You're not going to like something about every place you go to. You got to figure out how to stick to it and you know what I mean, make it work for you. A lot of us be like, nah, I'm going to find something better. The grass is always greener on the other side. And that's not always the case. It's not.
And this has a direct correlate with social media. A lot of the Gen Zs grew up on social media, and we all know social media make you feel like you a celebrity even when you a nobody. So a lot of these Gen Zs don't even have basic life skills, but they're walking around as if they have every skill imaginable, and as if the company owes them something.
Mm-hmm.
The past used to be happy to get a job. These niggas is like, shit, you should be happy you hiring me. Thinking they just gonna come in and make the rules. Like, nigga, you still on probation. You don't get vacation.
Even niggas, I applied to, I'll be asking niggas, how many jobs you applied? I applied to 500 jobs. On what? On Indeed? You call any? Nah. You go drop a resume off? Nah. You asked if the hiring manager was there? Nah, I just applied on Indeed. You didn't apply, nigga. That's how I'm looking at it, because it's 600 other niggas applying on Indeed. What's gonna make you different? You gotta show up in person. That's how we was taught. Show up in person. Yep. Bring your resume. Hey, nice to meet you. Dress nice. You feel me? Or whatever you got. Come in, look niggas in the eye, give them a firm handshake, and then be persistent. Niggas out here think an app that is filtering through AI is going to give you the chance out of 500-600 other people. It's absurd, bro.
Yeah. I think you should have gave them the game on that, because a lot of people don't know. Because I know when I was younger, I didn't know until I started really seeing the difference of what some slacks and a button-up could do versus you coming here, these niggas got T-shirts and jeans on. They automatically like, yeah, let me talk to you, man. Like, so all that appearance makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? First impressions make a difference.
Mm-hmm. No, facts. And you have to call. So once you apply, a week later, call. Say, hey, I applied on such and such date. I'm such and such. I'm still seeing if the job is available, blah, blah, blah. That's who's going to stick out. Because like he said, 500 people apply for this one position, but guess how many called in? Probably less than 10.
Yeah.
So they're going to pull the 10 who called in. And then if they say no, call in another week.
Yeah.
I done got a job that way, bro. Motherfucker done told me no because I couldn't get my TWIC card. I went, boom, boom, boom. I got denied because of the felony. So I had to do the appeal. Went, got the appeal. Then they cleared the TWIC card. Then I called back. Like, hey, by the way, I got my TWIC now. Is the position still available? They told me no. Called me back a week later. Hey, you still want the job?
Hell yeah.
So if I would have never called back, I would have never got the job. Just like, oh, they didn't want to hire me. Sometimes they tell you no to see how persistent you're going to be, because they want to see what type of employee you're going to be. Like, oh, he persistent. He going to get some shit done if I hire him. So it's all type of little tricks of the trade of how to get a job. And right now, you got to be the most ferocious one.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at it, every job field is being flooded with applicants. People can't get a job in the field they went to college for.
So they're applying for anything.
That's the craziest thing, because a lot of them people be regretting college. Like, man, I wasted 4-5 years in college for this shit.
Went into college debt to be a Starbucks barista.
Crazy.
You're not paying that debt off with that. So
it's ugly. Gen Z, they want to show up late, leave early. Like, it's. I could go on all day because I've seen it with my own eyes. Niggas want to have a certain dress code, don't even want to follow just basic rules. Niggas want to just have it their way and have their cake and eat it too and think that's how it's supposed to be. That's not how shit is going to be, man.
It's small now, but in the grand scheme of things, it's huge, because the workforce is what keeps the world going. So if you got a workforce full of these little lazy fucks who can't stay off the phone for 3 minutes,
it's crazy.
Where does society head? Maybe that's why they're looking at, man, get these motherfucking robots in here. These little motherfuckers
don't know what the fuck going on.
These niggas do not care, cuz they just want to stunt for the gram all day. We need somebody to flip these blinds. We need somebody to repair these leaks on this pipe. We need somebody to lay this cement down, this asphalt. We need somebody to get the oil out the ground. These little motherfuckers like, I'm not getting dirty, nigga. I got drip on. Like,
and it's easier to replace those jobs by AI, because they looking at it like, well, okay, back to the phone. They don't even give a fuck. Where generations before be like, hold on, I need that job. Like, I want to work. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to save. Kids now don't care. They rather just be on the phone. I'm telling you, that's where they live their whole life, is through social media. Be a whole different person in real life. but social media is where they flourish. That's all niggas care about.
On God, they're ushering in the microchip, and they're not even knowing it. It's like training somebody to take your job in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just sitting back going, "Oh shit, the robot can do it. Cool, it's making my job easier." No, you're finna be eliminated, dumbass.
And they don't even realize that.
You don't even realize it because
Niggas order DoorDash for the 6th
While
day
these
in a row.
robots is moving in, they're figuring out how to make better robots to move you out.
Mm.
So it's like that shit is gonna get ugly with them robots though. They're gonna have
Gen Z
them niggas on
gotta
the
get it
streets and
together.
everything.
A lot of us too, like we got that defeated mindset. You know, we were growing up in an economy that's bad, right? College don't mean shit. So a lot of us is looking at it like, well, fuck it. But you can't really have that mindset. You're not gonna succeed or get nothing just because the economy's bad. You still gotta work through it. Might get better. You never know. You're gonna want to be in a good position if it does.
niggas
I just think like you were just saying though, like a lot of the Gen Z's reality is on social media, so they down there living in an imaginary world. So these niggas not even really connected to.
What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Because they're always on the phone. So they're thinking in their mind, this is going to be the currency at some point. They think they might just go viral making a video running down the street doing some bullshit.
Hey, that little TikTok blip of TikTok being banned for that 48 hours or whatever should have been a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we had the debate about if the NPCs was out their brain or not?
Yeah.
Hey, nigga was going hard like, no, them niggas got it figured out. Nigga, TikTok got banned. Them niggas was crashing out. Nigga, they was
Done
online
for.
crying, done, career over. You were an NPCer. So the second this app is closed, you have nothing. You got no skill, no nothing. That should have been a wake-up call. Let me go get some real skills. So at least when this shit don't work out, I can go get a real job in the real fucking world.
No, facts. That's crazy. And it does show you, like, niggas don't have skills, don't even know how to make a resume. And be talking about, oh, I'm going to start a business and do this and do that. Nigga, you don't even know how to make a resume. You don't have basic life skills. And I always tell people that, like, you can go and start a business and get the trucking company and do all that, but you're going to need to build a foundation first. You can't just jump out the gym just doing shit like that with no work ethic, never worked a job, because some of that is going to teach you how to show up to work every day, show up on time, follow certain rules. You need those things to grow and eventually build your own shit. You don't just wake up and just do it. So people be thinking that.
And to the NPCs, man, if TikTok was off your phone, it's back, man. Go get your shit. It's back for real this time. You know, a lot of niggas lost their shit. They were talking about sell your phone for 10 bands.
I see that.
Niggas trying to buy your shit for 10 if you got it on your phone. Somebody should have came up around that time.
Imagine if you were one of the ones who bought one of them phones for 10 bands and then
Fucking
a week later,
you better
TikTok
download
is
that.
back.
He was hot. Yeah.
Oh, God. Hey, but to his point, y'all were fed lies if you could just be a boss. Everybody could be a boss, entrepreneur. Yeah, all that sounds good, but guess what? Before you become a boss, you got to be a worker first so you can know how to be a boss. You can't just skip those steps. And a prime example of that, nobody pointed this out in the community. I don't know how. Junior Bridgman, former NBA player, is a billionaire who owns many Wendy's and Chili's. So this is probably before our time. He played for the Milwaukee Bucks from 1975 to 1984, and then again in 1986 and 1987. After retiring from basketball, Bridgman invested in restaurants, including Wendy's and Chili's. He became the owner and CEO of Bridgman Food, which operates hundreds of restaurants in 20 states until 2016. He's one of the most successful business leaders ever. And the reason I brought his story up, it ties into what we just talked about. You can't be a boss without being a worker. He actually went back to be a worker for the restaurant so he can get a better view of how to be more successful.
He wants to know how everything operates.
He wanted to know how
Yeah.
everything
Let
operates.
me start from the ground up.
So the
Yeah.
whole time he owns businesses, they thinking he's just a damn server or a waiter or a chef. He's thinking deeper. Okay, I need to get boots on the ground. Okay, so when I make these orders, okay, this is how I can save money.
Learn how to treat his employees better too. probably.
That too. And you can't really tell me nothing about the business at that point. I done worked every level. What can you tell me? So that's the great look as far as, like you said, to be a proper boss, I believe, at that sense. A lot of niggas, you usually start from there. I guess he had to go back, like you said, because he was in the sports. So that was good for him.
And Gen Z got that bad. We talk about financial freedom, right? Whenever we talk about financial freedom and financial literacy, we only talk about owning a business and being an entrepreneur. We don't talk about a nigga who maybe got a 6-figure, 7-figure job, whatever the case is, and he learns how to invest and save and compound his interest. We don't ever talk about that. Got life insurance policies. He can take a loan out with 2% instead of, you know what I mean, taking a loan somewhere for 15%, 25%. So people in today's generation only look at wealth and financial stability and literacy as being an entrepreneur. They don't look at it as the small steps that a lot of these people before us have taken to compound their wealth. Nobody looks at it that way. They think they're just gonna jump out, run a business, get an LLC, and then just be a millionaire. Like that's not always the case. We actually need more people to get a good, decent job and then learn how to stack their paper and make it work for them in smaller ways that when you look back, it'll be bigger than what you thought.
And just think about that. An ex-NBA player, so you know he was well off. An owner, over 20 restaurants, was able to lower his pride and ego enough to go be a worker to expand the businesses that he owned. Most people don't own shit. They just get a good job and feel like they too good to do anything.
Some niggas don't got one and won't even go work at the
And won't
McDonald's.
even, man, come on, bro.
The only difference with him, I admire what he did, but he doesn't have nowhere near the pressures
That's
as
true.
somebody else that's depending on that job. He's in there just based off of really just learning.
He
So
could
it's
quit tomorrow if
it's
he
a whole-
wanted to.
Yeah, the mindset is different. This is a whole learning experience. I don't care about this little check.
No, what I'm saying is,
I know.
Even having better opportunities
Knowing you didn't
available,
you wouldn't have to do that.
he was
Yeah.
able to lower himself to better himself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I got a promotion, I'm not going back. Like they'll look like they're too good for that. He just showed like not thinking that way can help you in the long run.
The reason I'm saying that, he knows he has millions in the bank. Nothing anybody in here can affect him.
No, but think about what Kali said. You got people with no job saying I'm too good for this job.
Right.
Yeah, that shit.
So how do you have nothing and you too good to lower not even lower yourself to better
better
yourself?
yourself. Yeah,
you
crazy.
You looking at it like a step down.
What's even more crazy, I think it's just more us is black people. We the only ones that clown. We see a nigga working at
working at Burger King.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck is you doing? Nigga gonna flip my burgers. Like nigga gonna clown you.
I'm like, hey man,
for
if
trying
you
to make some money.
If you need to work there, go work one that's not in your city. If you got to, go work. Go take
Go
the
out the
bus
way.
20 minutes out the way. Go work at a Burger King if you got
That
to.
shit
However you got to stack your
But it's
shit.
just crazy. That's what I mean. I'm just saying just the psyche behind that. A nigga can clown you for trying to make some money. That shit is wild.
And niggas
make a
succumb
honest
to that
living.
all the time. Like, man, I ain't gonna work at this Burger King. This bullshit.
But a nigga go work for 25 cents in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Hey,
And be happy to be a porter, nigga. Niggas be happy to clean up, mop that motherfucking floor. I'm out to sell. These niggas be happy as hell, nigga. That shit crazy.
hey, can you be black and be a culture vulture?
Nigga, you just said a nigga could be the last episode.
You did. You actually did say that with the whole example of like having a an Adam 22 type
Yeah.
platform.
No, but I'm asking y'all, do y'all believe that? Because I saw a video of Dr. Umar and somebody said,
Someone
hey
said
man,
he's a vulture.
hey man, you've been opening this school since I've been 12. I'm like 30 now. Nigga, what the fuck? Where the school at? And he didn't address it at all. He just went on a roasting session. Hey, look at your mustache. So you opening the school or no? Would
Damn.
Dr. Umar be considered a culture vulture?
You got to look at it that way, low key,
I can't
because
really
he's profiting off of people's hope. Really, that's what he's
can't-
profiting off of. If you're not bringing no results, which he's done community work, he's had speeches, he's helped kids, with certain things. But the school part is where it's like, okay, we've been funneling you money for 15 years for a school that just got paint on it. It's crazy.
But we can't.
That's crazy.
But we can't.
A building with paint on it on a street is just wild. No lights, nigga, no doors.
But we can't fault him for finessing the system in one way if he's done a lot of
Other shit.
good work. Yeah, I'm not gonna just put that on him because we say like these other people be finessing us for years. You know what I'm saying? About a lot of things, holding the carrot in our face and we never can get it. So I wouldn't say he's just a vulture if he is applying and doing for our people. Other than that, the school shit is crazy.
And we need to find them black people that he said that couldn't build,
Right.
help build, because where they at? 'Cause-
And where's the white people that you said built shit in 2 months?
Yeah, let us know because the shit's still closed down. So it's starting to look a little funny. Even his response kind of to me was like, damn, that's a bad response, Umar. Like,
Even a school though, that's kind of big. Like it take a lot to put into a building a whole school. So
Yeah. And people think too, like they see Oprah or somebody go to Africa and do it. Like it's not the same thing. It's not the same rules and regulations and what's the word for it? Like paperwork and stuff like
Right.
that you got to figure out to get the school open. Compared to you go to Africa, you could just pop one up wherever, probably.
Right, because they the way they need them and the way we need them out here is way different. Yeah.
Hey, look, are y'all aware of who, I think his name is Emanny or Emanny?
From Joe
From
Budden?
Joe Budden?
Yeah.
So he was on a 24-hour stream with Flip, right? He got into a verbal altercation with some dude on the thing, and it went from verbal to physical. He got up, fired off on a dude, bam, 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 you can't show me grace, you can't show me grace, or whatever. The clip went viral. I posted it on the pod page.
Yeah, I seen it.
So the news just came out. He confirmed that Joe Budden suspended him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think Joe Budden went overboard by suspending him for that? Because in the world of podcasting, a fight you almost want to happen on your stream because you know the clip is instantly million plus. It's going viral.
What I'll say about Joe Budden is they've became a lot more professional. So I think, and then when if you watch the podcast often, Emanny is more so on the Patreon. He's not always on the episodes. The fans don't necessarily fuck with bro all the way. So I think he was just like, this shit is kind of compounding where you just out here just bullshit. You're not bringing a lot to the show. You showing up when you showing up, and then now you fighting over here, and it's gonna be tied to me and my reputation. You gotta go.
So
go cool off.
So that was more, you think, like just a warning sign, like your time is down there being numbered.
Yeah, go cool off. Go think about it, because then he'll come back on the show, and he the type of person to do that, and then try to play the bigger person role, where it's like, I mean, I don't think that scenario should have resulted in what it resulted in, but I'm not mad at it.
Even his,
Like-
I mean, it's his show. He wanted ran a certain way. I'm pretty sure. I would think that they know what type of situation, how they want it up there at that platform. But I can't say if you right or wrong. If you felt like that was necessary to keep it under control, to make sure this don't keep happening, then it might be right on your benefit. I probably wouldn't have got mad over a squabble, but
Because it's outside. And then you got to think but Joe Budden gives privilege to certain people on the podcast. Like, he'll let Melissa Ford go do what she do because she's Melissa Ford-ish or Flip. Like, they kind of bring in a lot of viewership and create a lot of conversations around the shit that they say. They get to run wild. Where other niggas like him, he fucked up, did some shit outside of work, and now he can't come back in. So
I just think them niggas, they should have let Cuz squabble because they didn't even get to really fight back. The other nigga, like, niggas was holding Cuz and shit.
Yeah, Flip was
started
holding
him.
him.
And they
Yeah,
pulled up a
like-
video of Flip doing the same thing to somebody else. So they like, damn, Flip, you didn't let him get their ones.
It's like Cuz powered up, but it's different power up when you know niggas is holding a nigga back.
Yeah.
Like, let Cuz get his issue.
I think it's wild to suspend somebody over a fist fight, especially like a man-to-man thing. It's not like he dope fiend him or nothing. He walked right up on him and
Smacked the
bam,
shit out of him, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think Joe just flexing his power a little bit.
Mhm.
Like, look, this is still a job, bro. You still representing the Joe Budden brand, and I don't think he wants two Flips running around.
Nah.
Because Flip is already people like, hey, bro, this nigga play too much.
He wild.
He wild. And he's like, okay, you're the wild card. I can't have two wild cards. So, hey, just remember who you are on the show type of thing. But I don't understand what the whole suspension was about.
That's what I'm finna say. He tell me you can't, a nigga trying to show you grace and you don't want no grace. Nigga, you can't show me grace. Nigga, you can't show
Basically,
me grace.
what he was saying by showing you grace is, you lucky I'm not beating your ass right now.
Yeah.
That's how he took it.
Yeah,
If a
okay.
nigga, y'all arguing, you like,
You lucky I don't fuck
yeah,
you up.
yeah,
Like,
nigga, you lucky I'm
Nigga, I
not
don't
tripping
even
right
know
now.
what
Nigga
y'all
like,
shit
what?
is.
You not tripping, cuz? What nigga, what's happening?
Yeah,
Like,
and in that
it was
instance,
one of them.
In that instance, that's a fade, low key, because it's like you trying to test my manhood.
You basically
nah.
calling me a
You
bitch.
call me a bitch,
Oh,
yeah.
you thought it was a game.
That's why he
Yeah.
like, what? Show me grace. Like, nigga, bam, nigga, you can't show me no grace. Nigga, what's happening?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, and that's even why Flip calmed it down, because he had a whole, he was doing skits and taking his shirt off and doing all that. And then once he hit the Joe Budden podcast, he tried to put his show on a network. Season 1 went good because it was Flip and Joe. Season 2, it was a bunch of randoms in the room doing crazy shit. He was like, hey, you kind of gotta cut this off and get more mature if you want to pretty much stay sitting in his seat.
If that was the sense of how it happened, then Joey was wrong for suspending Cuz.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to suspend Cuz for that. Nigga came in there trying to mark Cuz out, and he give him what he looking for. No, nigga, you not wrong. You supposed to get cracking, because you're going to look at me crazy if you don't get cracking.
Yeah, I forgot that's
Yeah.
why it was. He was pretty much telling him, like, we in this room right now, like, I'm going to go ahead and let you live. Like, I'm not going to fire on you. So you're like, all right, fuck it, nigga.
Like, what you mean you showing me grace? Nigga, don't show me no grace then. Nigga, what's happening? Fuck you mean? But
And
yeah,
Flip shouldn't have held him back.
Joe was wild for that. I didn't agree with that suspension. It's a podcast, nigga. Like, what do you mean? Fights happen on podcasts every day.
It's only going to bring more
It's only gonna bring more
viewership
viewership.
to your shit.
Right, so
But
I don't know what he was on with
act
that.
like he had a, I don't even know. Yeah, that was crazy.
And he didn't even do it on Joe's pod.
On his pod.
It was on
flip.
some other shit. It was flip shit. So I don't know what that was about. That was crazy. Do we see a breakup coming?
Nah, that's why I said
Emanny
like,
get the fuck on.
This is like a warning shot. He must have been feeling away anyway about
It could
something.
be because
Probably
again,
tired
like,
of you.
When I watch the show, like Emanny be cool, but at the same time, it's not like I don't know. Without him, they have so many members on the show where it's like he could bring in Keno or some
But
random.
it's to the point where he probably's already thought like, man, I could probably replace him. He's becoming a liability, like you said. And on top of that, it's like he's going to feel justified when he doesn't. Man, I had to spend you already. You stay wilding out.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. He's building prize right now.
Like a company.
Yeah,
First you get the write up, then you get the few days off.
Nigga,
verbal warning.
Y'all been wanting me to fuck up out of here. Nigga, y'all just couldn't do it on some other shit. But yeah, that's why I see it.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I ain't seen no hot takes from Joey in a while.
Nah, he been just talking about Drake, and then even that, right? Like people getting on Drake for responding to Joe. Like, man, go respond to Kendrick, which I get it. You should be responding to Kendrick, but if somebody that you kind of have a personal relationship keeps firing at you over and over and over again, eventually you're gonna respond. So when Joe Budden go, go respond to Kendrick. No, I'm not going back and forth with a corpse. It's like, but you've been low key building your podcast the last 7 months to 9 months off talking about Drake and Kendrick. So now that Drake does say something to you, you want to play like, oh, don't come for me. Go for Kendrick. But it's like, nigga.
Nah, he ain't playing. He like, nigga, I been wanted to smoke, nigga. You didn't want no smoke. Don't come jump out trying to get a W now. I don't. You coming with this energy now, nigga? 100 niggas done crushed you. It's like, nigga, what the fuck you think? I'm just the last leg. You should have been.
I think in Drake's defense though, he did come for every nigga on one song that dissed him.
I don't think Drake got a leg to stand on with that simply because when Joe was rapping, he actually released 5 diss songs.
And he didn't say nothing.
So now that I'm podcasting and I'm just speaking on what's going on with the beef, don't say nothing. Because I was dissing you and you didn't have nothing to say. You was too big. Now that the world is against you, you looking for an easy win. Like you picking the smallest nigga out the crowd. Oh, let me get that ex-rapper that don't rap and I know he's not going to be spawned.
And you know my craft probably a little rusty right now, so I'm not finna just jump in the booth. You know I'm doing this podcast and you know I ain't got no time for that shit. So I just think that was a weak shot. It's like Drake's the trolling shit ain't you, bro. Stop trying to be like 50 and Ross.
You know
and
what they said
nigga.
about Drake too? Yeah. Most Def said he ain't rap, and this is where shit. The PDF thing does seem very real, and you're making it worse for yourself. Most Def said, hey, he makes like Target music, right? Like
I
Target.
remember that. Yeah.
Drake gonna follow Mos Def's daughter, which is Layla. She's an up and coming artist.
Yeah, I seen that.
17, 18 years old, following her, liking her pictures. Come on, bro. Like, what kind of weirdo game?
They just put a whole reel together of him doing like questionable shit with a bunch of teens. Like it was like 5 to 6. Like I wasn't even privy to a lot of that shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
gonna
like,
send me that.
damn, yeah, I'm gonna send that to you. It was
got
some
a lot of
crazy
shit.
I'm like, damn, hold on, maybe Kendrick knows something.
But even in his lyrics, they start going back. He's singing,
Teenage
even though you
Fever,
wasn't
all
old
that,
enough. Yeah.
Like, hold on,
I'm gonna wait 3 more years for you. Like, come on, cuz.
The Millie Bobby Brown was crazy too. Like she was known for eating waffles on Stranger Things, and you giving her advice
that's
after
where she
hours.
came from. She was on Stranger Things.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's like all right.
Dang, Stranger Things, they was little ass kids.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Music is dry right now, man. I'm trying to think of what's going on in the music. There's nothing other than Drake and Kendrick. Outside of that, I mean, the boy dropped another song, but he called himself he wasn't a rapper. Tommy Richmond or whoever.
Yeah.
They're like, how do y'all like the song? I'm like, it sounded like the first song that he didn't want to be labeled as rap.
Did y'all see 19 Keys freestyle on Sway?
Oh, did he rap?
No, I didn't know that.
I see that.
He I guess Sway was like, he didn't know he was gonna do this. He like basically he just put him on the spot.
I know his brother rap.
I'm like, if Cuz trying to become a rapper, but 19 Keys, it was a good, decent freestyle off the head for him to be. Basically, Sway was saying the words and Cuz was a rap about it. Like, so he actually did a freestyle.
Let me find out all this conscious shit was
it
just
kick off his rap career? That's what I thought
But
too.
see, that'll be the shit that a lot of niggas say about these influencers in the community.
I wouldn't be mad at him if he chose to try to get another lane and make some money
for sure.
and do both. But at the same time, I think Sway surprised him because Sway brought it up like, y'all, he didn't know I was gonna do this to him, but he ain't backing down. Like
he freestyled some years ago too, though. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Maybe he be doing it here and there. Like,
I mean, the nigga might be like, it ain't no saving you niggas. You niggas is cooked. Fuck you niggas. I'm
I'm
finna go
up, yeah,
rap.
I'm finna go get it out
Nigga.
of
I'm
the
finna
bag.
just go rap. Fuck
nah,
it.
matter of fact, and they was talking about that. He was basically telling them like what type of rap needs to stop and all this. So he was more conscious on that. And then they led up to him, I guess, showing how to rap without talking about killing this shit.
Shout out 19 Keys. He actually did spit though off the top of the dome. So
Right.
I mean, maybe it was pre-written and when he heard the word, he took the first word, rhymed. But I don't know. He was rhyming with the words he was throwing. That's hard to do. So even if he freestyled or threw writtens in, regardless of the fact, you know he been rapping for a little minute to be able to do that at all.
and he from the town, so niggas from Oakland, Bay Area,
You know,
they
you
got
probably-
wordplay, man.
It ain't that too, but it's just like, niggas didn't freestyle at some point in their life. So he probably like, nigga, I can still
Everybody,
fuck with it. Yeah.
Do you think he'll be able to kick off a successful rap career?
I think he got a big enough fan base that he actually.
don't.
I think he.
You don't think so?
The only reason
It-
why
it-
is because of what
think
people
so?
are looking for.
I think he can. I think it's what we consider successful.
We mean like charting, like he's charting records.
I think he can, man. I think he can if he really focused on that because it's missing niggas like him. You know what I'm saying? Far as if he does have that conscious, high level conversation mindset, rap is missing those type of people. We used to have them back in the days. With KRS-One and all these other people, them don't exist no more. So it's damn near a good space for the older people to do music.
Maybe he
because
can.
we got all the bubblegum rap right now.
Maybe he can. And he has the image without having the negativity attached to it in a way as well, right?
Look
he
at
got he kind of look like a rapper in a way. He got the chains, he got the nice cars, he got money, he's got the attitude about himself, the swagger. So it's possible.
Think about the rappers that's still at the top of the game right now in their age brackets. Majority of these, we got these young niggas that's out here rapping, but a lot of these niggas from Kendrick that we talking about all the time to Drake to J. Cole to Big Sean, Jay-Z, all these niggas that can drop, and even Meek, these niggas that could be that we consider elite rappers are still, they're older. I'm getting what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they started and built a fan base when they were
I know.
younger.
So this is why I'm saying it's possible for him because he already has
Fan
a
base.
following.
Mhm.
So now if he has a following and he drops a banger, his following is gonna run with that. Then it's like if he's able to be consistent with that, that's automatically he's gonna pick up from there.
I don't know, because we in a culture where once they identify you as one
something,
thing, you're
yeah.
stuck with that one thing. And niggas, oh, look at this conscious ass nigga trying to rap, false prophet ass nigga. Like, I could just see it. I could just see social media going
Nah,
crazy. on that nigga.
I
Fake
looked.
Muslim
nah,
niggas,
yeah, I could just see it.
When he started rapping, I almost was like, man, this nigga want to be a rapper the whole time. But I'm just like, let me not look at that. Let me just hear what he's saying. I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard the clip, and then I was just like, okay, like that's cool. I wouldn't be mad if he tried to jump another lane. Niggas need to get it how they live, any way possible.
Because I seen a tweet from Crooked Eye, and he said a label reached out to him, said, you know any young guys that's hot? He's like, yeah, hell yeah, woo woo. And they said, well, do they have any active beefs? Basically, to get a record deal, they wanted you to be involved in a rap beef. Well, not a rap beef, a street beef.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy because
they're still trying to push that agenda.
They want to push that agenda, and we heard about, they putting the life insurance policies on the artists, knowing they in these beefs, like, okay, he gonna get offed eventually, and we gonna be able to cash out. He's gonna have a bigger following because catching hats, that's the thing right now. I just saw a short of a nigga's song, How to Catch a Hat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Put the gloves on, put the all black on, go by yourself. When you see him, make sure you, like, nigga went step by step how to catch a hat. So that's what the record labels are pushing right now. If you don't have a beef, you can't get a deal. It used to be you had that be tied to a gang. So you had a lot of artists paying to be from gangs because that's what the record label wanted. They wanted to push the gang image. Now you got to actually be out there getting cracking.
It's crazy because we seen niggas like when we was coming up, when 50 was going through his shit, he was not getting a lot of deals because of his beef. And a lot of niggas because of the shit that carried around him. So you see times change over and over, but they're going to keep pushing niggas to kill niggas. That's what they want.
They wanted CB4 before. They were scared of the real deal. Then drill hit, And then nobody cared about the CB4. You got to be the real deal. Then Von came and even went crazier with the drill. Now they like, nah, how many bodies you got?
Right. You can't have one or two hats.
Ain't no one or two. You got 5? All right, sign right here.
I think back to then, the labels feared retaliation more from the artists that were there. Like they felt like they couldn't control them as much as they can control these people now. That's kind of how I look at it.
Before they were scared that their artists would get smoked.
Right.
But now they damn near want you, realizing that you're bigger when you deceased. Right. So now they see more profit of it. Yes.
Shit, yeah.
Jadakiss already told you, you're worth more dead than alive to the labels. Don't make a smash hit single. All your streams going up. The second you get clapped, nigga, your shit going up. Especially if I didn't even know about you, niggas like, oh, such and such from such and such got clapped. Now I'm going to listen to his music. Never heard of the nigga.
Facts.
Crazy. But yeah, man, I'm starving. We gonna end this one. Y'all got any final words, man?
Man, praise people while they here. Stop waiting till niggas dead. Give niggas they flowers while they alive and well and can receive them. Motherfuckers always get on internet, social media, talking about how much they love somebody and never told them that in the day of their life. Shout out to all the Viral Way members, man. The Viral Way, say y'all peace, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Don't wait till you go to jail to start telling niggas you love them. Don't wait till you go to jail to be trying to get buddy with niggas. If you was out here doing whatever you was doing on the street, when you go to jail, tap in with the ones you was eating with on the street. A lot of y'all niggas is doing certain shit, and then when niggas turn their back on you, you calling other niggas that you wasn't eating with or you wasn't running play. No, call them niggas you was running them plays with and all that. Nigga, no love lost. Niggas still gonna fuck with you, but keep it the same way. Because niggas be getting mad. And this shit happens in the hood across America. I just saw somebody make a fucking stream from jail. Oh, fuck these niggas. Woo, woo. When I get out, blah, blah, blah. And niggas in the comments like, nigga, you was up 100 bands, cuz you wouldn't even loan me up. I'm like, damn. But you want the nigga to send you a package now that your money gone.
Right.
So, yeah, y'all niggas got to get that shit together, man.
Man, stick to the script, to the scene switch. So,
that part. The scene finna switch real soon for niggas, man. The Viral Way. We out of here. Bang!
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.